Well, if you haven't started writing your CV yet, I mean, I would suggest you really start to do so now.
I think the important thing with a CV is to think of it as a kind of sales pitch. You know, you're telling that employer what skills you can bring to their organisation.
What I look for is, first of all, a very professional layout. So I don't really look for jazzy fonts or pictures or anything like that in your CV. However, I think there are some roles which are quite creative which require that. So you can obviously make it quite bespoke. What I tend to look for is a very nice opening statement, explaining very briefly what your main qualities are, and perhaps linking that to the industry that you're going into. For graduate jobs, really, I think the most important thing for you to put after that is going to be your degree and what you're looking to achieve, because at graduate level, that's what most companies are looking to kind of ascertain.
Obviously, mentioning stuff that you've done on your course is great, but there's also lots of other candidates applying for those roles too. Especially at the moment, there's lots of second jobbers applying for roles at graduate entry level roles. So what you really need to do is really sort of think outside the box and think of other skills you can bring to that organisation that other candidates can't bring.
A lot of recruiters at graduate level are trying to look for something different in a grad. So rather than things like hobbies, socialising, going to the cinema and all that kind of stuff, think about particular achievements that you have done at university, whether you are I suppose the leader of the football team, or whether you're in the societies, whether you're an on-campus representative, things that are going to make you stand out a little bit different to everybody else.
I think CVs that stand out for me is CVs that have actually looked at the job specification and explained to me how that candidate fits that role. We're seeing lots of applications at the moment where students are basically firing out sort of 10, 15 CVs a day for lots of various roles. I think what I would strongly urge is for you to really take your time, look at the job role, sell yourself on that CV, and maybe just send off 1 or 2 applications per day. That way those applications are going to stand out and you have a much higher chance of actually moving on to interview stage.
You should always put key phrases that are going to an appeal to employer. For example, I look for recruitment consultants or trainee recruitment consultants. My clients tend to look for people that are happy to be in a target-driven environment, highly pressured, enjoy cold calling, things like that. So if I see cold calling in a CV, I know straight away I'm going to call that person. And yeah, quite a lot of companies now use sort of CV mining websites. So if you have key terms that will stand out, of course, put them in. Really, I suppose the ultimate aim is for you to understand that you're in competition with a lot of people. You'll be better prepared if you do a lot more research on companies that you're looking to get into, and that will enable you to sell yourself more, which is, of course, in a jobs market such as it's going to be this summer, people that sell themselves the best are going to get the best jobs.